Thank you for your help. Where are you from?
I'm from Norway.
What do you like about your country?
About my country? Well, it's beautiful, it's safe, it has all the people that I love in it.
So you are here on vacation?
No, I live here.
You live here?
Yeah.
What brought you to Japan?
University.
University.
I study law.
Master or PhD?
Master.
For how long?
It's just a one-year program.
Okay.
So I think, I'm probably going home in September.
How's your life here? How's your impression of Japan?
I like Japan a lot. I should say there's always a lot to do, but it's not too overstimulating at the same time. It's nice, you're able to like explore it safely and quietly, and I'm kind of like an introverted person, I think. I'm not nervous in social situations, but I like my own time. And like being in Japan is very well made for that.
Anything surprise you about Japan in Japan?
I think a lot of things were the way I expected. There's
You
like-
researched a lot before came here.
I'd been here once before.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about people in Norway? How do you see after coming to Japan? How do you see people from Norway?
I think Japanese people are quite motivated to be good at almost everything, you know, even when they're having fun. It's not like a contest, but everyone's like trying their best a little bit, you know, even like at work or at school, or even like playing stupid sports on the beach or karaoke or something like that. Everyone is always like giving it their best shot, if that makes sense. I think in Norway people are quite competitive too, but there's like a very different vibe when you're performing at school or work and when you're social. Then when you're social, it's much more, you don't really care, you know, you're just having fun. Yeah.
You speak Japanese?
A little bit.
A little bit. You don't have faced any language barrier?
Of course. Maybe that's like more, with friends or like dating, especially, like the language barrier. Otherwise, it's okay. You can, like, it's always a little embarrassing when you don't understand each other.
How do you get to know each other?
I mean, you try to sort of use both languages as much as you can, and then see like the Japanese person will use, you know, English to the best of their ability, and I will like embarrass myself speaking Japanese. I think Japanese people are also able to like see that the situation is a little ridiculous, and then we can like laugh about it a little bit, you know. If we do have to use hand gestures or something like that.
But compared to Norway, people don't speak English.
I mean, compared to Norway, I mean, Norwegians are
Yeah.
very happy to speak English, or many people are at least. I feel like Japanese people are more just easily embarrassed by speaking English, but
Shy.
But when they actually speak it, it's fine. You know, they're doing well. So I don't think there's any reason to be shy about it.
Yeah. People from other countries say like they struggle with tatemae.
Like the real face and
Yeah.
the
You
hidden
feel?
face. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, sometimes my conversations with my Japanese friends are more on the surface, maybe. But maybe also sometimes, like for Japanese people that I get close with, maybe they kind of like being able to speak more honestly with me without it being, you know, a problem.
But tatemae sometimes work in a good way.
Yeah, it helps you like discipline yourself a little, I guess.
Really unique Japanese culture, I think. I don't know about other countries. Like people from other countries always say what they really think.
I mean, there's definitely like, I have tatemae at work. Like I don't tell my colleagues everything about my life, or maybe some really, really close colleagues, but there's definitely social spheres where you have more of like a professional like distance, and you don't talk about all of your insecurities, but amongst friends, I think it's we're more like each other's therapists, maybe.
How about safety compared to Norway? It's similar?
Yeah, it's the same. I never feel unsafe
Yeah.
in Norway either. It's definitely very safe. I mean, you have your, you know, social problems there as, you know, you do in the rest of the world, but it's never something I think about in my daily life. Japan is a drinking culture, you know, so as is Norway. There's no shame in that. But, you know, you end up in some more dangerous situations in that way, but I never felt like unsafe because of crime or anything.
How do you see Norway since you got here? When you leave another country, you can see Norway maybe more clearly than before.
It's like the surface things, like, oh, if I want to go to a new restaurant or something, I don't have to wait in line for 2 hours to do it. Or I think in Tokyo, at least, I have to work a little harder to be on your own. I mean, here it's like so nice right now, but you kind of have to work at it to like find, right? I live like pretty much in Harajuku too. It's always a little busy. So yeah, maybe that, at least if you're out drinking, like making friendships very fast. I mean, you do that in Japan too. Maybe it's more, yeah, you can end up like becoming like very close to somebody quite quickly. In Japan, you have to put in a lot of work. Oh yeah, and like planning things with Japanese people is so hard.
Ahead of time.
Yeah, ahead of time, like weeks ahead of time.
2 weeks before.
And sometimes I just want to hang out in the park or something, and then they're like, no, I'm so busy. I can see you next month. Like,
You study law. You will be lawyer?
so back home in Norway, I'm like I kind of have my degree already. So I worked a bit as like a junior lawyer, and I work for the government.
Lawyer for government.
Kind of, yeah.
Oh. But why you chose Japan for studying law?
Well, I'd been working for a while, a few years. I kind of wanted like to travel a little, do something else. And you can do this like 1-year program, like pretty much all over the world, like many different universities offer it. Go outside of Europe, but maybe go somewhere where the culture is still somewhat similar, you know, and like you can get around with some English.
Have you been to Asia before?
Korea I went to this year.
How do you see the difference between Korea and Japan?
Well, I really only went to Seoul. Koreans are maybe a little more direct when they talk to you. They're not so shy. I feel Japanese people, Korean people are always like really nicely dressed. Yeah, it has very good like senses of fashion, but in Seoul at least it felt like sometimes everyone kind of looked like they were from Stockholm or something. Like everyone wants to be kind of Scandinavian looking and very like, yeah, I don't know, like clean sort of basic clothes. And in Tokyo, like young people are very, I mean, there's like a Tokyo style. People are a little more experimental, you know, you find different, yeah.
Last question. What do you value the most in life?
A good question. I think like free time. Free time, the people I love.
Free time means you need to be alone.
Yeah, free time and like to pursue my own interests, just like not have any duties. But I also need like a project. But I think I become very unhappy if I'm only doing work and no free time. Or I've noticed that like in myself that makes me very unhappy. Maybe I'm kind of shallow, like beautiful surroundings is kind of important to me.
Yeah.
Like being able to, it doesn't have to be very fancy or like, I don't mean like a huge mansion or anything, but like having a beautiful space that's my own and being surrounded by the people I love and having free time.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Of
Thank
course,
you.
anytime.